Hi. Hello. Come on in. Yeah, I know. You see a hint of yellow sitting over here? I just made a run. It's been about a month since I stopped at the Dollar Tree or at Dollar General. I had to go into town to the post office. One of you sent me something. I haven't even opened it yet. It's in here somewhere because I put it in the bag. So I will have to see what it is. I'm going to open it so that everybody can see. So I hope it wasn't meant to be private. If I open it and it looks too private, you won't see it. So anyway, Dollar Tree and Dollar General are owned by the same company. They're just different extensions of themselves. When I went into the Dollar Tree today, I was pleasantly surprised to see that the majority of their items are still at $1.25. That my particular Dollar Tree didn't have a lot of increases. A couple of their items that used to be like $3 or $5, whatever, have gone up, which I'll show you those. And then most everything else was still either $1.25 or $1.50, which I will show you those as well. But I'm going to start with the items from Dollar General because those are refrigerator items and I want to get them put away. So I'll get those done first. I'll step away for you, which will be a quick second, and then I'll come back and show you everything I got at the Dollar Tree. So this video might still end up being a dollar long, hour long. I got a one in my head. Look at Miss Brenda's earrings. This shows you the kind of stuff that you can get from Brenda's Blingy Treasures. Last month in July, she was the highlighted subscriber spotlight, and I absolutely love this. I was feeling very teal today, as you can tell. I put on the teal hat, my owl, which is an iron-on that I added to this hat. The hat came plain from Temu. The iron-on came from Temu. The earrings came from Miss Brenda, and the sundress I'm wearing also came from Temu. Yeah, I actually got a couple of compliments on my outfit today while I was at. If you're new here, guess where you are? You just walked into Konnee's little corner. And yes, I'm sitting in my usual spot because this is where I just decided to flop today. Besides, over by my clam chair, I still have 4 or 5 big boxes that I haven't gotten to yet. So it's crazy up in here. So let's get started with this so I can get the stuff into the refrigerator. The first thing I'm going to pull out, and I'm not worried about any order. I'll get through this quick enough. This is a 4-pack of facial tissues. Each box has 70 tissues in it. They are 2-ply facial tissues. Now, the last time I got a box like this, I got it from Dollar Tree, and it was $5. So it was basically $1.25 a box. I got this order I'm showing you right now was from Dollar General. That's where we're starting. I got this for $3.95. So roughly $1 a box, which granted I saved $1, but come on, saving $1 lets me buy something else. So Dollar General right now actually has these 4-packs cheaper than Dollar Tree and cheaper than I can get them on Whatnot or in my grocery store. Enough said? Okay. Next item. Let me find everything. Oh my gosh. Everything is just so discombobulated here. All right. I got, and I hope they're together in the same bag. I believe they are. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll find it. But anyway, I got 2 cans of premium cheddar. I like to make my own macaroni and cheese, but I don't like all that salt. I don't like all the sodium. I don't like all the fat. 1/4 cup of this, and I'll use less than a 1/4 cup for when I make 1 serving for myself. So I'll definitely use less than a 1/4 cup, but a 1/4 cup only has 50 calories in it, guys. And this stuff is pretty tasty. I've had it. It tastes just like the cheese on the Kraft macaroni and cheese. So when I want to make my own cheese or make my own nachos, this is really good. Carbs are low, only 5 grams of carbs, 0 sugars in this. 0 sugars and only 3.5 grams of fat. And the small amount of serving that I would use would have about 200 milligrams of sodium. So that's the only downfall of this. We all know cheese is salty, but this is a great deal. I got 2 cans and I paid $3.50 per can, which is about $1 cheaper than when I can even get them at Walmart. Much, much, much cheaper. We set that aside over here. All right. The next thing I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe 8. I'm going to pull the whole bag out over here. I have lots of extra bags. Oh, yep, there's the other can. There's the second can. So I did get 2 cans of that. And forgot to tell you, this has a pop top. I prefer things with a pop top now. I wish everything came with a pop top. I really don't like breaking out the can opener and having those sharp lids all over the place. I got 8 cans. Bumblebee solid white albacore in water. 1, that's 4, 6. I'm gonna knock them all over the floor. 8. 8, I wiped them out. This was all they had at the Dollar General of the Bumblebee albacore in water. 8 cans. These were $1.85 per can. So let's say $3.70 for 2 cans, which is $7.40 for 4 cans. I'm paying $8.99 or more for 4 cans of the exact same stuff at Walmart's, which is supposed to be cheaper than any other grocery store around. All right. So instead of paying $2 a can or more, it's crazy. I'm $1.85 a can. That's a steal. I got 8 cans. Definitely worth it, right? Okay. What's next? Oh my gosh. Where are you? I don't know. On Earth. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip over something here because I know what it is. You know I love coconut, right? Russell Stover's sugar-free chocolate and coconut treats. This one has about, I think I was feeling the bag. It feels like there's about 6 or so in this bag. These were $2.50 per bag. I got 4 bags. I got all I had. This is a great treat when I want just that little bit of chocolate and I want that coconut. These are all individually wrapped within the bag. So I got 1. These are good until July of 2026. Great deal on these. Again, about $1 cheaper, almost $2 cheaper. I think they're $3.99 or $4.25 in Walmart, and I got them for $2.50 a bag. You put them in the refrigerator, these things don't go bad. Or you put them in the freezer, their expiration date basically stops. So you can freeze everything. You can even freeze milk. That's the thing. If I have milk that's getting close to its expiration date and I know I'm not going to drink it all, I divide it up into containers. I put it in the freezer so that when I take it out of the freezer, I put it in the refrigerator to thaw. I have 4 days to use it because after you freeze milk, you have to use it within 4 days, right? Or it'll instantly go bad. But I've been doing that for years. That way I'm not throwing away milk. Why throw away milk, right? Okay. I was looking for my sourdough bread, which I love because it's also lower in calories, lower in sugar, lower in everything. But I found the Hawaiian sweet bread. I've never seen this before at my Dollar General. So I said, you know what? I'll get a loaf and I'll try it. This was $3.70. This same bread, I went and I priced Newman's Own, Walmart's carries it, was almost $6 a loaf. That's crazy for a loaf of bread. I don't use a lot of bread. I keep my bread in the refrigerator so it doesn't get moldy or go bad. If I know I'm going to make a sandwich or something, I'll pull a couple slices out, put them on a plate, set it out. Usually I set it in the microwave. I don't turn on the microwave. I just set it in the microwave so that it's protected from dust or whatever might be in the room. And I let it come to room temperature in there before I make my sandwich. If I'm going to make toast, then I don't worry about it. I just pop it right in the toaster. But Hawaiian sweetbread in a loaf like this, as opposed to one of those really round loaves, and for only $3.70, that's a good deal. All right, let's see what else we got. Cheerios. Now, we all know Cheerios is heart healthy. It's also very low in calories and whatnot. A serving of Cheerios is normally like 1.5 cups. I don't typically eat 1.5 cups. I use those little rice bowls, which holds about a cup. That's enough cereal for me. So they were having a special. These are the family size, large boxes that are normally $6 or more in the grocery store. And you got to know, when I was walking through Dollar General, that I had my phone out to Walmart. I was scanning these and looking at Walmart to compare the prices before I bought them. Wow. All right. I got 2 boxes of large family size, $4 a box. 2 for $8, $4 a box. This is the regular run-of-the-mill Cheerios box. But look what they got going. They have these limited edition boxes. Mom makes my heart happy. They had one that said Dad. They had them that said Bestie. All right. They had all different ones. This is the only one, though, they said that had Mom. And I'm like, I'm in the right place at the right time, because you all know how I feel about my mama. See, I smile just thinking about her. But when I saw this, I'm like, I don't care. I got to get it. And when the box is empty, I will probably cut this out and put it up with a thumbtack someplace, or stick it on the refrigerator with a magnet. Mom makes my heart happy. Yeah. Cheerios. Nice way to be inventive. Nice company to do that, right? All right. We only got a couple of things left from this particular order. We're almost there. Bear with me. We have, oh, I'm leaning right up against it. I might as well do it. This is a gallon. Now, what I'm going to tell you is going to shock you a little bit on this. My grocery store sells 1%, a gallon of 1% milk or 2% milk. A gallon of 2% milk is for close to $5 a gallon. Now, I typically drink fat-free skim milk. So what I do, they only had 2%. I divide this into 3 jugs. I put 2/3 into one milk jug that I saved. I put another third into another milk jug, and then I top them off with water, filtered water from my fridge. I basically make my own skimmed milk, right? This has an expiration date of August 17th. Today is the 6th. I've got 11 days. I will easily go through at least 1.5 of what I make out of this. And then the rest I will freeze so that I can, into portions, so that I can use it up before it goes bad. But this gallon of milk, instead of me paying almost $5 for it, was $3.80 at the Dollar General. Their skim milk was completely sold out. Their 1% was completely sold out. But I have been completely out of milk for a couple of days. And I said, you know what? I have got to go. I've got to bite the bullet, get the 2%, break it down like I normally do, make my own skim milk. Will it be fat-free? No, but it will be sufficiently skim. And because I'm a chocoholic and I always put chocolate syrup in my milk, I'm not going to notice it. I've been doing that for years as well, to stretch the milk, especially back in the days where all they had was whole milk or 2%. You didn't even have a choice for 1% or skim. But for the price, under $4 for a gallon with a good distance of expiration date, that is a bonus. All right, cheese slices. Clover Valley is a very popular brand around here. If you live in the South or the Southeast, you're very familiar with Clover. It's very comparable to Kraft. 16 slices of American cheese, $2.75. Deal, right? Serious. That's all I really need to say about that. Colby Jack shredded cheese. I got an 8-ounce pack of Colby Jack shredded cheese. Expiration date is November. I will go through this probably in a couple of weeks, maybe within the next month. I don't do a lot of cheese, but I like a little bit of cheese on things. So 8 ounces of Colby Jack shredded for $2.50. Now, I normally get a 32-ounce package, all right, which would put the value, if I did these separately to get 32 ounces, it'd be $10. I pay $14 for a 32-ounce pack of shredded cheese. So if I were to get all these 8-ounce ones, it'd save me a fortune. When I break down the cost, this is a great deal. $2.50. Seriously, very happy with that. All right, what's left? This is the last item from the Dollar General haul, and this is a sub kit. This is ham and turkey. This makes 8 6-inch subs. The serving size is 4 slices. In other words, 2 turkey, 2 ham. And the serving slice, your calorie count for 4 slices is only 60 calories. So you can see, and it's already layered. I don't know if you can see it in here, but they're already layered. So it's easy to just grab them and put them on your sub or put them on your sandwich. This is going to taste great on that Hawaiian sweetbread. So again, I will divide this up. I will put it in the freezer. And yes, you can freeze lunch meat, but you do have to make sure that you put a paper towel in the bottom with the lunch meat to absorb the extra moisture, the extra water, because we all know that lunch meat has a lot of water in it. The paper towel will draw out the extra water as well as draw out some of the sodium that might be in here. But it's 60 calories for 4 slices, only 2 grams of fat, 0 trans fat, cholesterol is only 25, very, very low. Carbs are only 4. Sugars are only 2. Proteins are 8 grams. So that's really, really good. So I have a sandwich kit. And this sandwich kit was $5.75. They also have them with ham and salami, but that had way too much sodium. I am very salt sensitive, and I can gain weight. Even though I may not be putting calories in my body, I can gain water weight from eating something that's too salty. So this was a great deal. You all know what I'm going to have for lunch today, right? I'm going to have a sub. I'm going to make myself, well, not a sub, but a sandwich. So I'm going to throw this stuff really quick into the refrigerator, and then I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to take a look at what I got from Dollar Tree. Okay. Let's take a look at what I got from Dollar Tree. Now, bear with me a second. I got to pull all this stuff over here, and I got to find my receipt. Not sure where I put it. So I can't tell you what I paid if I don't have the receipt to show. Hold on. I'll be right back again. I'm telling you. Blonde moments, senior moments, whatever. Okay. So this order, the shopping trip, this is from Dollar Tree. And you're going to be amazed at some of the prices of the things I got. But this is my first season, so to speak, in my tiny home. And I wanted to start off by getting myself some decor. Bear with me just a second here. Put this together. Okay. So what I got were 2 of these. These are the cutest things. They're identical. They're both the same size. They're both the same pattern. They're absolutely identical to each other. All right. The leaves, this sleeve is down. This sleeve is up. I just have to turn that leaf down. There we go. So you can bend it and manipulate it a little bit. I like how it says, what's it say? Hello, gorgeous. Gourd, as in pumpkins. Hello, gorgeous. So these are going on my front porch. I have a 4-inch ledge that goes around the entire front porch. It's the framing, basically the rail. And at the front of the house, I have two main screen sections. Each of these are going to go, one of each is going to go in the center of each section so that it can be seen through the screen, but they'll be identical. They're very narrow. They're only about 2 inches wide, and even tipping back, that's okay, but you can adjust them. You can tip them a little further forward if you want. You can angle them a little bit. You can adjust the leaves, adjust the signs. I just thought they were adorable. Now, these are still selling for $5 each. However, I was told that in the next week, things that are $5 are going to go up to $7. Things that are $3 or currently are going to go up to $5. It's all because of the tariffs. They do have to charge more, but you know what? These are still a steal. It's $7 a piece. I like them. And it's my first decorations for my tiny home. Specifically for my tiny home. Yes, I brought decorations with me, but they were decorations that I had. They weren't anything that I got new to put here. So I was really thrilled to find that out, to find that. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, $1.25. Still, the majority of things in this particular Dollar Tree are still $1.25. And the gentleman there did tell me that many, many things are going to stay at $1.25 because they're sourced within the United States. He said the things that are going up to $1.50 or higher are things that are sourced from outside the country. So your Dollar Tree should be doing the exact same thing. Not everything should be going up. These Bumblebee, Albacore, Acton Water, solid white. This one is chunk white. The other ones that I got at Dollar General are solid white. See, it says solid white albacore. Still albacore, just a different cut. These are chunk white albacore. So with this particular one, I got 10 of these because they were only $1.25 each. So 4 of them for $5 as opposed to 4 of them for $8 or $9 at my grocery store. And again, I bought every one they had. There's not a single one of these left on the shelf in that store. And no doubt the other shoppers are going to be looking for it. They had other brands. They had StarKist there. They had some local brands. But number one, I don't like StarKist because even packed in water, it's too flimsy. It doesn't have any body and any solidity. It's just too mushy, basically. It's too mushy. I like the Bumblebee Albacore. Tried so many brands. This is my go-to brand. $1.25 a can. $5 for 4 of them. Price a 4-pack at your local grocery store. I guarantee you it won't break down to $1.25 a can. Right now, at least my Dollar Tree has had, till I came along, had all these in stock. So check with your Dollar Tree. I'm sure many were distributed across the country when they got these. And as you know, canned food technically doesn't expire. It does say best if used by April of 2028. When I open a can, that's it. One can is one sandwich. It's 4 ounces. I like the thicker sandwiches. I don't like where it's mostly bread and not a lot of tuna on it. But this is what's called a 0-point food on Weight Watchers. You can eat as much tuna as you want. It's not the tuna that has anything you have to worry about as far as losing weight. I put very little mayo and I use light mayo. So it's the mayo and the bread. And that only usually adds up to about 4 points on Weight Watchers. Nice filling lunch. Perfect. Great cost. Okay. I paid $1.25 each for these. And these are the jerky bites. The entire package is a serving. So this is like its own little snack pack. The entire package is only 50 calories. So for me, or if you're on Weight Watchers, that's 2 points. I've scanned these before. I've eaten these. You've seen these before. But for $1.25 each, so for $5, I got 4 packs, half the price of what it is in the store. And of course, the Jack Links. Now, I was looking for the turkey jerky because the turkey jerky is only 30 calories per pack, but they didn't have any. That entire rack for turkey jerky, somebody had gotten to before me. My loss. But that's okay. The regular ones are fine. Pack of Twizzlers for $1.25. Now, keep in mind, people say, oh, well, the sugar is bad for you, right? 4 whips, 4 strings of Twizzlers is 90 calories. I don't normally eat 4 strips at a time. I might eat 1 or 2. So I'm not getting that high calorie count. I'm not getting that high sugar count because of portion control. I'm not eating the entire serving. They go longer. They don't affect my weight journey. I can have them as a treat when I want that certain sweetness. Just like I showed you before, the Wiley Wallaby, all right, soft chew licorice. I got them both in the classic red, which is like a strawberry. These are fat-free, okay? No high fructose corn syrup. They are vegan. So if you like licorice and you want to go fat-free, 3 pieces of this is 90 calories. I typically only grab a piece because these are very thick. They're very thick and they're very solid. It's like eating 1 whole whip of Twizzlers in just the 1 piece, which is about 2 inches long. So typically when I want that certain sweetness or that certain chew, I only grab 1 piece. I keep these in the refrigerator. $1.25 a bag. Again, that's a steal, a lot lower than the supermarket. Let's see what else we got from the Dollar Tree. Dove milk chocolate pudding mix. And this is smooth and silky pudding and pie filling. This is an instant mix. This is a no-cook mix. You just basically mix it together. Now, each packet has 4 servings. So you saw in one of my recent videos that I had gotten all those plastic disposable cups. Well, I did pull out 1 sleeve for myself, and I gave about 450 out of the 500 cups in there to the office to use for the community events. So I plan on putting 1 serving per plastic cup, because by the time you add your milk and everything into this, and of course, this is going to help me use up that 2% milk that I got as I divide it down. A lot of that is going to go into making these. So I'll be able to make 8 servings out of this, but it was $1.25 a pack. This is a really rich, creamy chocolate. It is a milk chocolate. It's not a dark chocolate. If I had to choose between the JellO and the Dove, it's Dove hands down. It's a lot creamier, all right, but it's not sweeter. It's just the right amount of sweetness in this. Total fat is 0. Saturated fat is 0. Cholesterol is 0. Fibers is 1. Sugars is at about 14, but that depends on how you mix it, with what level of milk that you mix it. that contributes to the calories because that's a prepared package that it's giving you that on. So this is healthy in small portions. Portion typically is 1/4 package, which is about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little more than 1/4. It's like one of those snack cup size, but to be able to make your own, put it in the refrigerator, have it ready, it is a lot cheaper to do it this way. $1.25 a box. Okay, last bag. English muffins. Gold Medal Bakery is very, very popular down here in the South. And they have bakeries throughout the southern states. These taste just as good as the Thomas's or any other brand of English muffins. One serving is one muffin. It only has 1 gram of fat, 0 cholesterol. Sodium is relatively low. Sodium is under 200 milligrams. Only 2 grams of sugar. Protein is 5. So one of these cut, sliced in half for breakfast is just about the same equivalent as having 2 slices of toast. So why not have an English muffin to use either as a snack or as a breakfast food or even as a lunch food? Put your tuna on an English muffin instead. These are nice and fresh. These will go into the refrigerator. Again, I keep all bread products in the refrigerator so that they don't start to turn before I use them because I don't eat them all that often. Okay. Cheddar garlic, Pillsbury cheddar garlic biscuit mix. $1.25. A serving is 2 2-inch biscuits. I typically don't eat 2 2-inch biscuits. I would typically eat 1 biscuit. So this is something that I will make, and then I will refrigerate the biscuits so that I can have them as I want them. I can use them as a breakfast food, make my own sausage and biscuits. Take a biscuit, cut it in half, make my own little sausage and biscuits, low calorie, healthy biscuit mix. They have all sorts of Pillsbury brand mixes in the store right now. So again, what I'm seeing in my store is probably something that you will see in your store. So I'm not pre-recording this video for a later date. You're getting to see it the exact same day that I went shopping and created this video and edited this video and uploaded it. This all happened today because I want you to be able to get to your Dollar General and your Dollar Tree to find these items while they still have them. A few more things. Sugar-free JellO snack packs. They have all different varieties. There's 4 packs per package. Perfect serving size. Sugar-free. 1 pack has, you see that? 5 calories. One of these little cups only has 5 calories in it because it has 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, only 2 carbs, 0 sugars. It has, sodium is really low. It's like 65. If you're going to have a sweet snack to hit that sweet tooth, this is what you want to have. All right. These are really good, and they're good in a pinch. Now, typically the old me would cover the entire top with whipped cream, but the new me is trying to get away from doing that. I'm steering away from even buying any whipped cream because I will just sit there and suck that entire can down. I love whipped cream. I have to stop and look at everything now. I am trying to be as cautious as possible to stay on track. So these are a great deal. $1.25 each. Half the price of what they are in the grocery store. And they have a lot of mixed flavors. They have strawberry, 2 strawberry with 2 orange. I don't like the orange flavor. They had lemon and orange, but they didn't have any straight strawberry. They only had just the regular 4-pack of only cherry. So I got 2 packs of the only cherry. I'm fine with that. They'll go in the refrigerator. And guys, these don't have to be refrigerated until they're opened, but I like to refrigerate so that they're cold and ready for me when I want to have one. Expiration date, not on here. It's probably on one of the packs or on one of the lids. Let me just open one and peek. Well, open one box and peek at the top lid to see if it does have an expiration date on it. Nope, no expiration date on it. Nowhere on this package does it give me an expiration date, which is probably a good thing, but they won't last all that long anyway. So I don't care. Anything that's only 5 calories, that's got my name written all over it. Okay. Wide egg noodles. Now, these are not wide, guys. These are regular size egg noodles, and they don't puff up all that much when you cook them. When someone says wide egg noodles, I'm used to an egg noodles that's as wide as my thumb. These aren't even as wide as my pinky. So it says wide, but they're not. Again, this is for when I want to make just a little bit of macaroni and cheese, or maybe just make my goulash, which I haven't made in a while. So when I break this down into a serving, 2 ounces of this dry is equal to about 6 ounces when it's cooked, because it will fill that much. So I typically 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup per serving. Not a lot of calories, and considering that I might mix it with tuna, I might mix it with chicken, I might make goulash out of it. It's always handy to have a bag of noodles on hand, have a bag of noodles around. And for $1.25, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. All right. 2 more things, and they're both the same. $1.25 each. Cinnamon. I can't even hold them up. Cinnamon applesauce. Cinnamon applesauce, sweetened, made with real fruit, gluten-free, best by December of 26. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, wow. I don't know, manufactured by Leahy Orchards in Canada. Product of Canada. These may stop being on the shelf because Canada is not really going to be exporting much into the United States anymore. But these have such an extensive, you can see, December 2026 for the expiration date. Who knows? They may have some that they have to clear out. I wouldn't hold my breath that they're going to be getting any more, but each pack has 4 cups, $1.25 per pack. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. This is my little package that I went to the airport. Holy cow. See, I've been thinking about visiting mom lately, and I've been redoing my budget. So I've got travel on my brain. I got a lot of stuff on my brain lately. But that's coming with what's going on around the corner right now. There isn't anything special going on around the corner other than trying to maintain some level of sanity in here. All right, I'm not going to show you who this is from. I don't want to show you addresses or anything like that. I did receive this from a viewer. I'm not even sure how to get into the entire box. Hold on a second. See if I can just open one end. There we go. I'll just open it this way. Keep it private. I'm going to peek in here. I'm not sure what's in here. A nice little note, which I will keep private, and I will read that for myself. OMG, I have to show this. I'm sorry. This is cute. This is just funny as hell. Oh my God, I love this. I have never seen anything like this before. This is an egg pig. This is an egg pig. Okay, here, let me pull it off. Here's your little piggy. Hey, there's your little piggy. This is the nose, the ears, the eyes. There's the cute little tail. This is an egg. Oh, God. Oh, I can't. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is an egg separator where literally, all right, you squeeze the pig, gently bring the lips, which is this part, to the yolk, release it to swallow the yolk, squeeze again to spit the yolk out. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I needed that. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. But there's your, hold on, let me fold it. Oh, my eyes are watering. There's your instructions on how to use your egg pig. Let's Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. This was sent to me by Gigi. Um, Gigi is one of the viewers that I did meet on the trip on the way over here. We had on my very last day of the trip when I was headed into my rental. I left my hotel in West Memphis that morning. I traveled down into Alabama. She drove across the border from where she lives into Alabama. We met up. We had an amazing lunch together. She got to meet Levi. There are pictures of her with Levi. She and I become fast friends. We email back and forth. We text back and forth. And she's, damn it. Oh, thank you. This made my day. I will read your note privately, Miss Gigi. But thank you. I will definitely make use of this. I'll run it through the dishwasher first. It's even got the little legs that it'll stand on when you wherever you want to store it or keep it. Oh, I needed that laugh. I hope you guys are laughing right along with me. I don't know where she got this. Gigi, would you please leave a comment? Did this come from Temu? Did this come from your Dollar Tree, your Dollar General? There may be other people out there that want this pig, and I am proud to call this pig Maya. Oh, guys, let me tell you. Oh, okay. That was, I can't. Oh, been too long since I've had that kind of a laugh. All right. I'm probably going to be laughing for the rest of the day over that. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, send it out into the universe, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, the pig says do it. The pig will suck your yolks right out of you. Pink Pig has spoken. Stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you soon with more. Just bye.